to our course instructor, Professor Kyla E. Ramilo, and to my BSed English 3A family, good afternoon. What was once an opportunity turns out to be a trauma I'll carry for a lifetime. Kindness has many faces. It can be shown in different ways. It becomes genuine if given without an expectation of anything in return. There are people who give kindness with a really pure intention. However, there are also some who have negative intentions and purposes disguised beautifully as kindness. For 24 years of my existence, there is one act of kindness that I can and will never forget in my entire life. To be given an opportunity of pursuing college is an act of kindness not everyone can afford to offer. Opportunities are blessings, and we are told to grab every chance of it because it only comes once. With the hope for growth, success, and a bright future, I grabbed it. I stood hopeful, excited, and ready to give everything that I have in front of what seemed to be the greatest opportunity of my life. I embraced the moment with the hope that it would change me for the better. It did change me, but not in the ways I expected. What I considered to be the beginning of my success became the beginning of the trauma I'll never recover from. What I thought to be the purest kindness anyone could offer became the darkest sorrow I'm trying to bury. The hardest part about trauma is that it doesn't always come from tragedies. Sometimes, it comes disguised as kindness. Sometimes, it wears the face of an opportunity we prayed for. As someone determined to succeed, I used to tell myself to endure it all because I'm scared of telling anyone. It took me months before having the courage to live. Living seems to be the end of my dreams. I considered myself the weakest and the unluckiest person on earth. I was at the lowest and darkest point of my life. Luckily, God made me realize that living was the best decision, and I was so strong for choosing to sacrifice my dreams over my dignity. It was never easy. Our family gets chaotic as they pick sides because I can't list them out. I was even called a victim, and I was accused of making false stories. I always end up asking myself, what have I done to endure all of this? I realized that even families can cause you traumas you didn't even ask for. Yet, it is your responsibility to survive and recover. While those experiences leave deep wounds, they also teach me something important. I learned that success should never come at the expense of my safety, that no achievement is worthy if I lose myself. This time, I am no longer impressed by how beautiful kindness and opportunities look. It is important to examine the motives and intentions before saying yes. Sometimes, saying no can be the bravest decision and living can be the greatest victory. The trauma will always be a part of my story, but I'm always reminded that healing is possible. It just takes time. So, to those carrying a trauma that was caused by others' kindness, know that hurting is not weakness and living is not failure. Some kindness leads to success. Others teach us how to survive. And sometimes, surviving is the greatest achievement that we can have. Thank you so much for listening.